guys, Rachel Jackson here from whoisracheljackson.com, also founder of The Classy Networker, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about time management. It's one of the biggest questions that I get. How do you manage your time? How do you become so successful? How do you manage all the different things in the, going on in today's society? You got family, you got friends, you got kids, you got church, you got sometimes second jobs or, multiple businesses. How do you stay focused and how do you get more things done? Well, I think one of the greatest myths out there that there is such a thing as time management. There's not. You cannot manage time. You have 24 hours in a day. And the last time I checked, we are all humans. We are all living on planet Earth and we all been given 24 hours. So even, Bill Gates has 24 hours. Richard Branson has 24 hours in a day. Some of the most successful people in the world have 24 hours. It's what you do with it, and ultimately it's how you manage the activities. So what we really want to talk about is activity managed, being completely focused on the activities that are going to drive the result that you want in your life. So think about, okay, what are my goals? Health-wise, physically, fitness-wise, spiritually, emotionally, relationally, in my business, financially. Well, if you have your goals set, then it's really easy to take a backwards look and say, okay, great. I know where I want to go with my abs. I know where I want to go with my rank in my business. I know where I want to go with my relationship or finding a spouse. So these are the activities that I need to do. So we want to focus on activities. Now, because this is network marketing and training, I want to talk about the two things that make you money. So there's a lot of people think that there's so many things. Well, I post on Facebook, and now I post on Pinterest, and I post on Twitter. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how many things are there to post on? It can be so easy to get so distracted by all the new sites, all the new technologies and platforms. Is like, give me a break. There's only two things that you can do. And I'll tell you guys, it's not calling your team and talking about how excited you are. It's not calling your upline and telling them how excited you are. It's not just scrolling around in your team's, Facebook group saying, welcome everybody. Hey, congratulations. Welcome to the team. Woo, woo. That's great camaraderie, but it doesn't build your paycheck. If we're talking about two things that are going to make your bank account fatter, it's going to be two rainmaking activities, and that is when you get a new customer to join your business or a new distributor. So if you think about it, if those are the two things that drive volume, that drive your rank, that make you accelerate, that are going to get you closer to your financial goals, your time goals, your lifestyle goals, we need to make sure that our activities are driving these two outcomes, right? You cannot, rarely can you really affect if somebody says yes. Now, there's certain things you can do in rapport, in skill, in mirroring, and modeling, and building trust and influence with people. Absolutely, we'll teach you that here at Classy Networker. We're going to teach you all of that. But I'm telling you guys that the majority of it, it's up to them, right? You got to share the information. You got to expose them to your product, your service, your opportunity, and then they need to decide where they fit in. So, what are the activities that we really need to manage? What are the activities we need to focus on? Well, let's talk about your rainmaking activities in network marketing. They would be calls, right? They would be meetings, home meetings, hotel meetings, any sort of parties. A lot of people do demos or skincare. They lay out their products and they'll do direct sales parties, right? Other people, they do webinars, right? They'll do an online presentation or a Zoom meeting, right? Any sort of conversation or meeting or exposure that you are actually sitting down with a prospect and either yours or your team members and sharing with them what you have to offer. That is a rainmaking activity. So this is what you want to fill your business building time with 80% of the time. So if you have 3 hours in a day, let's say you get home at 6 o'clock from your work, from your job, and you have dinner, you say hi to the kids, and then let's say between 7 and 10 is your allotted business building time for that night. Those 3 hours of business building time, well, 80% of that would be what? 2.4 hours. So 2.4 hours, which is roughly 2.5 hours, needs to be spent on calls, meetings, parties, webinars. Now, if you're doing a personal opportunity presentation over a Zoom or a webinar or whatever, you could probably fit in, I don't know, 6, 8 presentations in that 2.5 hours. If you're doing in person, you might only be able to fit 1 or 2 presentations in that evening. But that's where you want 80%. 80% of your activities that drive the revenue for your business building time. Now, if you're full-time, this is where you're going to find that you waste a lot of time throughout the day. Now, if you are making a 7-figure income, chances are you're not wasting that time. You're really doing great. But if you've not yet hit 7 figures, like I've seen many, many times, I'm like, oh my God, I have so much wasted time scrolling Facebook, making useless calls, getting wrapped up in personal drama or whatever that could be spent more on building my business and building the checks of my team. So 80% of your time on these rainmaking activities, getting new customers, getting distributors when a product is sold or somebody joins your business. Got it? Got it? Good. Okay. Now, the thing that has really helped me, dear Lord, has been an online calendar. Now, I made a quick video about this on Facebook the other day. I use a company called Vasita. I don't know if they're the best, guys. I'm not sure if I even really endorse them. I just got a referral and I joined, and it's been working for me. Sometimes glitchy, but it's pretty good. Guys, go do your own research. Go see online schedulers. You can usually do a demo, try it out for a couple of weeks, see how you like it. Let me know. Send me over a comment if you're in the Classy Networker community. Let me know if you found one that you like better or that's maybe more affordable. I think this one's like 10, 15 bucks a month or something. So I started an online calendar, and for most of you guys, you're not full-time yet in the business. So your day, let's just take Monday for instance, your day is pretty much going to be blocked off, like 9 to 6 or something, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, where you're going to be working, right? And then you're going to be able to block off that time for your business, like I said, that 7 to 10. Now, you may also decide to block off time in the morning. That's for like your workout or your personal development, or I like to do them together. I always listen to personal audios when I'm working out. It's extremely different. I used to listen to hip hop and rap, and sometimes you just need to lift heavy things and put on some gangster rap, those bad days, right? But I switched recently in the last couple of years to personal growth, and it's interesting. Sometimes it's really touching you, like some of this personal deep stuff that I've been going through lately and some of my book recommendations and audibles. And I'm like, it's kind of messed with my workout, but I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's an activity management tip. Get more done in the same amount of time. So this is your time, right? This is the time that you would schedule out on your online calendar that you'd be taking calls. So this is the time that there's no Facebook. This is the time there's no Instagram. This is the time there's no Snapchat. There's nothing of that, guys. You guys can schedule your posts. You can use Hootsuite. You can use eClincher. You can use companies out there to schedule it so that this time is uninterrupted, that you're spending the time in the best form possible, which is making those new connections and following up with people. Now, I'll share with you guys my business, or my day. I'll use this Tuesday as an example. I have the mornings blocked off for all the morning, and then I have a couple hours of work, then I have a few hours blocked off, and then I have a few more hours, and then I usually have, my evenings will start, depends on the weeknight. Sometimes I'll cut it off at like 7, and then sometimes I'll go to, 11 o'clock, 1 a.m. if I need to, working with like a Hawaii team or, a West Coast team or different time zones, right? But so these are the times that I open it up on my personal calendar that people can book an appointment. Now, this has been a game changer for me on a couple of different things. One is that I'm not chasing people. And any of you guys that we've done any consultations, you guys know you've used my online scheduler. I like it because, hey, if somebody's seen the information, they've reviewed it, they want to work with me, great, go book a time. Go figure it out for yourself. So you're not chasing people back and forth. There is a cost to this. You might not be ready your first month in business, but heck, put it on your wish list. And it's something that as you really get going, it's really dramatically going to help your time. So if your friend Becky wants to talk to you, you can send her that 7 to 10 option, and she's going to choose, 8:30 or 9 o'clock or whatever time works for her, or later in the week if that day is full. So the reason I do this is because I am activity focused. So I value my other activities as much as I value my business. So I value my health. I value working out. My morning is Josh time. It's time with my husband. It's time that we reconnect. It's time that we have studies together. We listen to audios together. We usually have breakfast together almost every single day. And it's not a short breakfast. Like, we enjoy our time in the morning. It's time that I'm with the puppies, right? And there's some mornings that there might be a webinar or something that happens that I have to start earlier, but very rarely I'm very protective over this time. This next segment that I have off, and it's not every day, but it's most days, is the workout. And you might not feel you have the luxury to find that time, but here's what I found, is people that work out regularly, they get exercise, even 30 minutes a day of getting their heart rate up, pushing, driving, they have more confidence, they have more energy, and it's the vibrations that's going in their cells. They become more flexible, they become more resilient. There's discipline that's built in exercising. And so even if you're not somebody, and guys, I hate exercise. I'm gonna tell you, you know why I really exercise? It's because I love to eat. I hate to exercise, but I love to eat, right? I'm a person, I live to eat, so that's why I exercise. But I block that time off to protect that time, so I'm able to get that workout in 3 to 5 days out of the week. So these are the times I've been able to really narrow down. I used to work from sun up to sundown, and in fact, it wasn't even that. It was from the moment that I got up, picking up my phone, answering messages, getting on calls, getting in front of my laptop with a bowl of cereal or a shake or whatever, and I'd be sitting there and I'd be doing work, and then all of a sudden it'd be midnight. I'm like, oh my God, where did the day go? And so this way, and I got burned out. I got stressed out. And so I'm working 6 to 7 hours a day most days in my home-based business, in my network marketing business. Now I might have a few other hours that I devote that are off-peak hours to blogging, online marketing, things like that, persisting kind of development, education. A lot of webinars are recorded, so I don't attend them live at 6 p.m. I go and listen to them at 10. So I use Visita, that's an online calendar. And then lastly, a great phrase that I learned was do what you love, do what makes you money, and then outsource the rest. Outsource the rest. So outsource the rest, meaning what can you outsource in your life? The landscaping, the laundry. I mean, there's people that for $10 an hour will come once a week and do laundry for you. Maybe it costs you $50, $60 to have a high school girl come over and do your laundry and fold it all up and put it nicely stacked on your bed. What is that worth to you? House cleaning, everything, like anything you could possibly think of, you can pretty much outsource. And you can even outsource things like I mentioned, posting on Facebook, posting to social media, doing any sort of blog design. It's noble to learn all that. It's noble to learn Photoshop. I taught myself Photoshop in about a day, and just because I really wanted to learn, I barely remember it, but I'm like, you know what? It's so much easier to pay somebody on a site that I can outsource it and get it for a couple of dollars, get a better image and a better quality graphic. So guys, outsource. Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. Do what, fills your soul. Don't sacrifice what you love to build the business. It's not going to be worth it. But make sure, guys, that you are doing what is making you money. So hopefully this helps in staying a little bit more focused on your activities. And if you have any other tips that you've really found that have really helped you, maybe if you're a mom and have some specific tips on managing your kids' schedule, I'd love to hear about them. Share them in our Classy Networker forum or as a comment on this blog post, and would love to hear from you. So thanks so much. Join us in our community and stay classy, guys.